tax write-offs. How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and this box, you read the title right, is full of graded movies. Well, to be more specific, it's actually multiple copies of one movie that is getting graded, and that is Zootopia. You know, there's just something about that movie that I can't help it. I just had to get graded copies of it. I can't really explain why. You might remember last year I actually made a video talking about how I transferred Zootopia to VHS, and I mentioned in that video multiple times, Zootopia is my favorite film. It's hard to believe that it's almost 10 years old now. And I actually already happen to own multiple copies of the movie anyway. Just a few things of what I have here. For example, I own Zootopia on DVD, Zootopia on Blu-ray, the Target exclusive Blu-ray variant, the latest Blu-ray variant, this cool holiday version that was released in late 2016, the Disney 100 variant, the Walmart exclusive Disney 100 variant that comes with a keychain inside, still sealed, Zootopia on 4K, which is different than that Blu-ray variant from before, my beautiful Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, I love this thing, the 3D Blu-ray, the Target exclusive 3D Blu-ray, Zootopia on Blu-ray in Japanese, Zootopia on 3D Blu-ray in Japanese, my beloved Zootopia on VHS. Made a whole video about this, go check it out. Safe to say I like Zootopia, okay? Couldn't you tell? Last year, I started getting into graded video games, and I've explained this before, but I'm going to go ahead and explain it again to everyone who probably hasn't seen those videos. So the reason that I grade video games, particularly sealed video games, is to have a version of them on my shelf collecting dust that is identical to when it was first sold in a store X amount of years ago. My favorite video game of all time, Pokemon Silver, this is a graded copy, yes, but I have this on my shelf, and this is mine. This is a copy that I got myself, I sent in to get graded myself, and I'm never selling these. I know people tend to think of graded video game collectors as investors or speculators because they have the assumption that people are only sitting on them to turn a profit later. Not me. Everything that I'm grading, including what I'm about to unbox today, I have, and I am never getting rid of. This is my stuff, some of my most cherished possessions. Pokemon Silver, my favorite video game of all time. If you were to look at the shelf behind me, I've got the Breath of the Wild trilogy, all sealed, all brand new, and never likely to be opened, at least not within my lifetime. So this is why I collect stuff, is to have an example of something as it was originally available to the general public before it was opened up. And Zootopia is my favorite movie of all time, much like Pokemon Silver is my favorite video game of all time. And even though I already have roughly a few dozen copies of the movie, and some of them are still sealed, I just love the idea of having one sealed in perfect or near perfect condition that I can put on a shelf and proudly display and show off to everyone and be like, that's my favorite movie, and that's what it looked like when it was available on a store shelf at Best Buy. Speaking of, you know, you can't buy movies at Best Buy anymore, so there you go. Now it's a historical item too. So I sent these off to get graded with a company called CGC, and I've never graded with CGC before, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this. I've graded with WADA before, all controversy aside, that's where I've ended up sending most of my stuff. I've graded with VGA before, and those two plus CGC are the three big graders, at least for video games. So I figured not only would this be a great opportunity for me to send in my movies and get them graded, for cheaper than the other two, by the way, but it would also be a great opportunity for me to learn what to expect when I grade with them. I can't lie to you guys, I actually did get a glimpse at what the grades were. I tried to keep myself in the dark up until the last minute, but when I was checking tracking, I accidentally hit the wrong button on their website and saw what the grades are, but that's fine. The grades, I've explained this with my games as well. The grades don't actually mean that much to me. What's more important is simply to have a copy of this movie, or multiple copies, that are, you know, brand new and will never be opened. And for all the people who are like, oh, movies are meant to be watched, not looked at on the shelf, you guys saw how many copies I have? Plus I have a Disney Plus subscription. Trust me, that movie is getting seen plenty. If you guys watched my video last week, or that went out last week anyway, of me placing my final Disney Movie Club order, that's what these copies of Zootopia came from. Well, I gotta say, I like how they do their boxes. This is pretty cool. It's like a box within a box kind of a thing, making sure I'm not showing any important information. All right. Ooh, these cases are really nice. Really nice. All right. So here we go. First off, we got Zootopia on DVD. And this is just the standard DVD. Where did I put that DVD? There, it's just this. It's just another copy of this. To the best of my knowledge, they only ever made this version of the DVD. If they made more, I probably would have known about it and gotten it by now. Anyway, very likely the very first Zootopia DVD ever graded in history. Here we go. So, my copy of Zootopia on DVD, 9.4 A++. Very unfortunate that it was that low. I'm not entirely sure why, but this did come in the mail. Oh, wow, no, I see why. Holy cow. You see how off-center that slipcase is? It is dragging down there. That definitely docked it a point or two. Wow, that docked it a whole lot, I have no doubt. Again, it doesn't matter to me what the grade is. I'm just happy to have a copy of this. Let's go ahead and compare it to the Wada case, actually. Well, it's a lot thinner, as you can see, although that's because this is a DVD movie and this is a really thick Game Boy Color game. But yeah, I actually really like the CGC case. This might be my favorite case for all of the graded companies. That's pretty cool. I like this a lot. This is slick and it displays nice. It takes up little room, so very nice. Look at that. They included all kinds of information there on the back too. I hope that shows up well on camera, but yeah, they included all the information on the movie. I would be shocked if anyone graded this before me today. There we go. Very first graded copy of Zootopia. Let's go ahead and show this on off next. This is the Zootopia Blu-ray. This is the Disney 100 Blu-ray. When I ordered from Disney Movie Club, this is just the copy they sent me. This one's interesting because it's actually a slipcover. The DVD case underneath it is the normal looking case. Here's my normal version. I'll go ahead and show you. So we got the slipcase here, and underneath is just the standard looking DVD. Still sealed because I don't have a reason to open that. So that's what's in here, and my grade for Zootopia on Blu-ray for the Disney 100 re-release is 9.8 A++. Darn near Gem Mint. You really can't expect any better than this, so I have absolutely no complaints. I'm very thankful that CGC decided to grade the slipcover as well, although I think it might just be... Okay, this is interesting. I was in the middle of saying that, and I'm looking at the back here, and it looks like they actually graded the slipcase separately. So the 9.8 A++ is the case inside, and the slipcover itself, I don't know how well it's going to show up there, that is actually a 9.6. Which is, I mean, it's a cardboard slipcase, so I guess that makes sense. If there's even a little ding on it, then that would ruin it. So that makes sense, and I don't care. I really don't care. Look at that. This is going to look so nice on a shelf. Ah, it looks so clean, man. I have absolutely no complaints about this. And finally, coming to the very last thing, we have Zootopia on 4K Blu-ray. This one. Just that's what it looks like inside the case. Nothing else to say here. It just wanted a DVD, a Blu-ray, and a 4K to get graded, so here we go. The grade I got on this, the best way to see this film, is 9.8 A++. Let's go, another Gem Mint copy. And once again, the slipcase itself graded a 9.6. I really hope that shows up well on camera. I'll do everything I can to show it off properly. I actually think a 9.6 is a little generous because before I shipped this off, I actually saw a tiny bit of a ding here on the corner of the slipcase, but I guess they decided it wasn't that big of a deal. Overall, can't complain too much. I got 2 Gem Mint copies of the movie, one on Blu-ray, one on 4K, and even my DVD copy of the film is probably fine, except that the back is so off-center. Otherwise, it's a tremendous copy of the film. I really have no complaints. This is my favorite movie, and now I've got a great way of displaying it to everyone. If anyone else happened to grade this movie before me, let me know. I'm sure that my inbox will be very empty. Let's just go ahead and show off the Disney 100 again. This is so good looking. Look at that. It is, it's beautiful. This is, chef's kiss. I don't know if the Disney 100 slipcovers are going to be collectible in the future or if they're going to be bargain bin, they can't get rid of it for $1 sort of a thing. I don't care. I'm not reselling these, as I've said. This is my favorite movie. I am going to proudly display this along with my other 300 copies of the film. And hey, now I know what it's like to grade with CGC, so the next time I have something I need to get graded, I'll send it off to them. They're a lot cheaper than Wata and VGA, I'll tell you that. That does it for now, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any graded movies or if you're interested in grading movies. My guess is no. I am crazy. I am very, very sick. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more. I'll go ahead and show this one off next. So we've got... Whoop. Oh, that's a blooper.